Good morning, y'all. Just feeling a little antsy this morning. So came down, pulled cards, sat and meditated on the messages for a while, and yeah. So pulled 3 cards this morning for you, everyone. So first card we got was the Shadow. Second card that we got was Healthy Boundaries, which is Ray Jasper, which I have a lot of. And the last card was Life Purpose, which is the Amazonite. So I feel like this was talking to me, talking to me a lot. So I've been doing shadow work for the past 2 years, and I feel like each year digs a little bit deeper and deeper, and some really ugly stuff comes up. But I can't even say this year because we just started this year, but after New Year's, I found out some information. And a lot of that information now has truly put me on a new path of what my life purpose is. So that'll be a whole nother video when that information is comfortable telling. So, message for you guys today. It's time to take a step back. So we talked about the transitions and the deaths and the towers and finding mentors and teachers. And it's time to really take a step back and really do some inner work. So this is definitely a time, if you do not have healthy boundaries with people, this is the time to start making those healthy boundaries. I know it sounds cliche, but you can't pour from an empty cup. There's nothing else left to give, especially when you have people that constantly pull on you, dump on you, and vent. Now, it's great that we all have our sister tribes, our soul tribes, and all those great things. And even I, speaking to myself, have to be conscious of the things that I go through and who I tell them to. Because I never know especially in the morning time, I don't know what the other person is going through. So that's been a conscious thing for me to just be like, okay, take a step back, let's talk to our ancestors first, and then see if, that other person may have some insight or is capable of taking on whatever. So even with yourself, creating those healthy boundaries of what you tell somebody and also what somebody is bringing to you. Everything is an energy. We do not want to leave ourselves drained this year. We do not want to give so much of ourselves to where we're just ignoring ourselves and then we're retreating. We're going into hermit mode. With this healthy boundary, though, as well, retreating and doing inner work, integrating that shadow work. I know people say shadow work and it's like, I ain't messing with that. Shadow work is very crucial on your spiritual journey. You cannot be all the way in the ethers, in the 5D and 9D and all wherever else you're trying to go without integrating your shadow. There has to be a balance. That's why I cringe. I cringe when I hear people, oh, I'm just all love and light. Everything is just light. There wouldn't be any light without the darkness. That just tells me you're either afraid of your shadow side or you just don't want to do that work. Yes, it's not pretty. Nothing about a spiritual awakening or our spiritual journey is pretty. I'm so tired of the whole love and light. Everything about spiritual awakening is beautiful and flower crowns and dream catchers and flowy hippie clothes. And it's not pretty. Just saying. So, anyway, no shade. Shadow work's not a pretty thing. There's lots of crying. There's lots of journaling. There's lots of screaming. There's lots of cussing. There's lots of digging in deep. Finding things that you don't like about yourself. Finding out things, family generational curses. All types of stuff of when you start really digging deep. Whether it be with your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, whoever you work with. Shadow work in your spiritual journey is not, I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. It's not, roses and daisies and beautiful fields and sunshine and lemon drops. It's not. It's hard work. But at the end of the day, you become a better person. So the last card we got was Life Purpose. Sometimes, and I'm not going to say sometimes, a lot of the time when we do that inner work and do that shadow work, a lot of our why we are the way we are, that passion, that drive for certain things is our life purpose comes out of that. I look at a lot of my sisters now, a lot of their dark moments is what they teach on, is how they show other people how they healed from it. A lot of my mentors that I followed, a lot of things that they went through in their childhood, a lot of trauma, everything from their dark side, they turned around and used it. It was their life purpose. It happened. I know everybody doesn't like to hear it, but things in our life, happen divinely. It happens, even the traumatic stuff. And I know that sounds, we go like, well, why did I have to go through that? And I still ask that a lot. Like, why did I? Yeah. Moving on. We ask those questions so much of why we went through that. And a lot of our life purpose, a lot of our lessons, a lot of our teaching moments happen in those dark places. So that's why I cringe sometimes when I hear people say, oh, I'm not doing shadow work, or it's all love and light. You're totally missing a big, huge, critical part of your spiritual path if you do not do shadow work. If you're overlooking your dark side, and then you overlook your dark side, you don't cater to your dark, not even the cater, but integrate your dark side to where you have a balance. This is when you get the different behaviors and the emotions, and you don't know how to deal with certain issues when they come up, or you wonder why you're triggered all the damn time. That is a crucial thing to look at, is why am I being triggered by so many things, but you want to be love and light. That's something, another thing that shadow work can help with. Why am I being triggered by this? Why do I feel some type of way when I'm around a certain person, or when certain things are said? That's shadow work. Do it. No, it's not pretty, but I'm telling you, afterwards, and I'm still going. This will be year 3 because now I have something else on my plate that I really don't want to deal with, but I'm going to deal with it anyway because a lot of my purpose is wrapped up into this. Yeah. So tying all these readings for the past couple of days of finding a mentor and a teacher, a lot of this could help, having someone guide you through the shadow work, having someone help you teach. If you are a person, and I know a few, I myself included at one time, that just, you read, you coach, you give, and you don't take time out for yourself. You become drained, exhausted. You become angry, frustrated, aggravated, everything above. It's like at one point you have to step back. Yes, you're a spiritual healer. Yes, you a shaman. You are made to give to people to help, but at the same time, you have to give back to yourself. You have to create those boundaries. Like, today, I just don't feel like talking, or you know what, I'm going to shut down from social media, or I'm going to spend time grounding. I'm going to spend time outside in nature. I'm going to spend time with the people that I enjoy being around and not talk about anything spiritual or anything triggering. I'm just going to go and have fun. Those are the boundaries that we need to set up. If you know a certain person drains you all the time, it is time to set up a boundary with them. If you know that they're a spiritual energy vampire, set up boundaries, cut them off. A lot of times I'm now telling people, just cut them off. Cut everybody off. I don't give a damn. No, don't cut everybody off, y'all. But certain things that are no longer suiting to you, people, places, things, that means friends, family, significant others too, can go to the chopping block. I don't have the patience this year. And I'm just speaking for me. I don't have the patience this year. I don't. I really don't. Because I want to get to a certain place to where I can't say you'll ever be done with shadow work, because that's just like, we're always evolving. We're always ascending. It's always a spiritual awakening. There's always something new to learn. So I can't say, I can't wait till shadow work is over, because it's always something. And it's not just speaking from this lifetime. It's stuff in past lifetimes that I'm dealing with too. So it's healing from past lives that I'm dealing with, as well as working with stuff from this lifetime. So this was a great reading this morning for myself, and I hope this is helping somebody else as well. Create your boundaries. Do that inner and shadow work. If you watch the videos before of getting a teacher or a mentor, It's great to have someone help dig with you, discovering your life purpose. Because a lot of times our trauma is what pushes us to do the things we do. Our trauma, our dark times, them really dark times, is what pushes us into our life purpose, is pushing us to why we do the things we do and why we're so compassionate, because we want to help somebody else that's been through the same things we've been through. So I'm already at 10 minutes, not going to drag this out any longer. Do some inner work, create those healthy boundaries. And if you don't want to do this alone, find your accountability partner, but find a mentor or a teacher that'll help you, and really dig and find, if you are not completely sure or have clarity on your life purpose, definitely do that inner work. Dig in. Don't look out what's on the outside or to others. We're already born with everything we could possibly need in wisdom. And I know sometimes I still don't believe that. I'm starting to believe it now though. But we have everything that we need inside of us. And we can always go to our spirit team for clarity on anything that we're doubting about, because you know that 3D kicks in. So, hope you guys enjoy your day. I'm going to go journal and get my life together today. Have a good one.